Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider, the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside April Howdy, wrapping up the volleyball season. And before we wrap up the whole season, the last weekend got a split down in Florida. I know you were looking at that road trip. That was going to be a tough road swing.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the season. It's a fast turnaround to play Wednesday, Friday. I am very pleased with the team. We came back on Wednesday match. We were down 0-2, so that's the third time we've done that this season. I knew that was going to be a key match because obviously Central Florida, there's a reason they're going to the NCAA tournament and won our conference, and I knew that that would be a tough match. So I really wanted to get that one Wednesday, to keep that morale up of finishing the season on a strong note.
Of course, if you got to go on a road trip to end the season, I guess Florida's a good place to go.
Yeah, no complaints here. Of course, it's nice to be home, but that's probably the best trip in the conference. We went to the beach on Thanksgiving. We had a lot of family, friends there. So it was a really great time together as a team. This really is a special unit. It's the best team that I've been a part of, and not just wins and losses, just the group. They're a great group of girls, very close. They have a great bond, and really it made this season very enjoyable.
And you talk about this team in particular, this group, and every group is unique, whether they have a winning season or a losing season. But there's so much stuff that goes into a season. Fans just see what's on the court. But there's so much on the court, off the court, classroom.
Right.
Just talking to you this year, you just seem to be at ease in general. Now, you were focused and intense on winning, but you just seem to have a good group to be around as a whole.
And I think for myself, I told the girls, when you're looking to make a change and we really need to change some culture things within the program, it really starts with me first. And if I'm stressed and, I portray that onto them, if every match is do or die, and even though I know that it is, because our job is to win games, they didn't perform well in those situations. I wish it was just X's and O's. I know some coaches are going to spend 50 hours watching video on every opponent, and we do our due diligence. But I feel like our team this year is, if we came out with energy and heart and fight, and we really believed in what we were doing, we were in every match. Didn't matter if we were playing NCAA tournament teams, Alabama, UCF. We competed in every match that we came out to play.
Let's talk about the season as a whole. 23-11, 13-7 in the league, and things look good early on. You got some big wins early in the season that really set the tone.
I mean, we started out a little rough. We were 2-4,
yeah,
right? And then, or I don't even know, it's so long ago. But we went on that 8-match win streak and won 2 tournaments, and I think that gave us a lot of confidence going into the season. With the 20-match schedule, which I don't know, we'll meet as head coaches and decide what the future is going to hold. We only got 1 team into the NCAA tournament, so I think that's a concern. But with a 20-match schedule, you really have to have a very strong front end to position yourself, because it's hard to come back from behind. At some teams like Tulsa was able to do that because they got some kids back from injury. But, you really have to have a strong first half. We were 9-3 in our first 12 games, and I think that put us in a position to stay in the top 5.
We on that 8-match streak. You also got a couple of big wins over some SEC teams, and at that point, I think that team really started to gain confidence.
Yeah, I mean, we knew how good we could be as a coaching staff. I thought we were going to surprise a lot of people, but getting them to believe in that. And I think our seniors just had remarkable performances. But at the same time, Veronica being a junior setter, she really kind of had a 180 this year in terms of just her demeanor on the court and confidence. And then we had some key freshmen come in some big roles. So it was a great team. The funny part is we meet with them after the game Friday, and Lord knows they don't really hear half of what I have to say because it's over. But in that moment, it becomes real that this team, this group will never be together again, and we're already starting to plan for the future.
Right.
As soon as the last ball drops and the whistle blows, we're already thinking about 2015.
Quickly, just a couple of notes before as we wrap up this season. Lauren Wright, first team all-conference, 1,000 points, 1,000 kills. Alexandra Petronievich, over 2,300 career digs, the first Memphis player to have 700 or more digs in a season.
Absolutely remarkable. And for Lauren too, we can't control how votes end up. I think everyone that made all conference is very deserving. I think everyone who made player of the year nods was very deserving. Definitely things matched up. It was a tough year to get those recognitions.
Right.
So to see that Lauren was still recognized, considering she missed 8 matches, really is kudos to her and shows how good of a player she was and how much she was respected in terms of our team's success. And Aki, again, it doesn't take anything from anyone else, but in my book, the best libero in the conference. It doesn't, again, the player that got it is phenomenal, but I'm looking at a career that she had here at Memphis, 4-year starter, broke every record, over 700 digs in a season. No one was even close to that within the conference. So I know she doesn't care about the accolades. I wanted it for her really bad, but she had a phenomenal career here and a great season, and I'm really sad to see her go. Just awesome kid.
All right, let's talk about the off season. It is underway now, and how much of a break do you give the returners before they get back and doing some off-season workouts? I'm sure
Right.
contact's going to be limited due to NCAA rules until you can get them back together in the spring.
Yeah, we do our player meetings, right away, which probably feels weird because we just finished season and we're already talking about the next thing. But they got finals and things coming up. So when we get back, we're going to spend some time and really get them strong and lean and fast. And our strength coach is going to have about a month with them in the weight room just to get as physically fit as we can before we get in the gym. I think we put in the work and we have the technical skills as players that I don't feel the need to jump into the gym day one. That I think if we build a foundation of our leg strength and speed and vertical jump, that we're going to see more progress when we finally start practicing.
Yeah, a good thing for you, as you mentioned, you had some key newcomers, some freshmen come in and help out this year. So you do still have a good foundation going into the next fall.
We do. Again, as a coach, you understand that every team is brand new. So they had great seasons, Kate and Olucci. A lot of that's dependent on the system that we were running. And so now their roles change, and we're going to have even younger kids coming into some roles next year. We lose both of our middles. So we know we have some inexperience there. We lose our libero, so we have some inexperience there. But we do have a lot of veterans on the team, and I think they're hungry because they saw we were so close this year. And we met all of our minimum goals, which is great. The goals that I had set, we actually were right at the minimum, but I don't want to just be at the minimum.
Right.
I want to exceed expectations.
And I guess for you, the interesting thing will be early on next year, see who's going to take that leadership role for you and kind of what the identity of next year's team will be.
Yeah, it's brand new identity and it starts day one. So we'll put in the work. We said the first 4 weeks is about the physical and the mental. It's not about the skill sets yet. We'll get to that. But I'm a big, big believer in developing the chemistry of a team. I wasn't always on board with that. I just thought, let's get the best, most physical volleyball players we can, and you're going to win games. And it's true, you do. But I don't think the experience was as enjoyable because the kids didn't click the way that I want the program to be. I really want this to be a family, and when the players leave, that they had a great experience here with Memphis volleyball.
All right, well, Coach, again, congratulations on the 23 wins. Enjoy it while you can, because I know as a coach, you're already looking forward to the 2015 year.
It's the curse of coaching. It's the curse. I think my husband even said, just sit back and enjoy it for a second. I was like, man, you're just constantly going to the next thing. So maybe on Christmas Day can reflect a little bit. But I am pleased with the girls this season. They definitely met the benchmarks that we set. And, now the bar's raised. It doesn't get any easier from here. The expectations just went up.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. I'm sure we'll catch up with you in the spring for an update.
Thank you.
That is head coach April Jauregui. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.